welcome back to the following day. It's definitely the following day, right?
It's not the same day. We didn't just change outfits.
No.
you didn't just change outfits and I didn't just take my shirt off. That did not happen. It's literally the
next day. And it's exactly, the clouds are in the exact same formation. How weird.
How did you sleep tonight? Last night?
I think really well. I didn't even dream anything. Like a log. It was amazing. I think.
Okay, let's win.
Okay, starting again.
How did you sleep last night? No, I'm joking.
Pretty good, like a log.
Yeah, so it is the next day.
Yeah. Where did we...
We have the same brain damage as yesterday. Recenter. No, I don't want to be centered. I want to be crazy.
Yeah.
Boom, fell off the balcony.
Wow. And that's how she died.
Oh, that would be so...
Now it's a podcast for one.
Yeah.
So anyway, about that time where we nearly got kidnapped and murdered.
This is really distracting.
Yeah. Shut up, guys.
I did not know that people are at work here. There's some important things to be talked about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we finally managed to make out, meet up. I mean,
Finally.
Meet up at the airport. And from then on, it just went smoothly.
Until like 10 minutes later when we got to the car rental place.
To cut things short, renting cars is equally as stressful as getting to the airport and through the airport.
Definitely.
This gesture was really suggestive. Yeah, this and then this. This is like ordering you. Like, do this. I was like, okay.
If I have to, I guess. It is work, technically.
Did they not know where the work? Hard at work.
Trying to do a job here, guys. Anyway, it was quite a stressful situation.
Just getting the car and then we sat in the car for 15 minutes or something.
I didn't even check anything. Like,
we didn't
there's
get
some
a contract
dents in the car.
So we just took pictures of everything, but we did not realize. Like, we took pictures of everything and then we drove off and then we drove onto a highway because we were like, we'll get gas a little bit later. There will be gas stations at the highway because we're dumb cunts and apparently we've never traveled in our life again. And we assumed that everything is just like we're used to it in Europe. Like there's a gas station every 20 minutes and it's easy to get off the highway. Apparently it's not. Because we started driving on the highway and there are no exits.
Literally not even a lay-by.
Nothing.
It's so strange.
And so we got increasingly anxious when we realized,
about 50 kilometers in,
that we checked the outside of the car, but we didn't check if we have gas in the tank. And we didn't. They did not give us a filled car.
It was like a quarter tank or so.
Less, I think. And once we realized that there was not a lot of gas in there, it was just two bars left. Yeah. And we're like, that will be fine. There will be a gas station soon. So constantly added gas station into the Google Maps thing. And it was like, 20 kilometers. We're like, fine. So we get to this point. No
it's
exit.
Just bushland.
It was just bushland. Like, there was no chance of getting off. Then I was like, okay, maybe the next one. But I think Google Maps thought we were on a different road.
It looked like there was a parallel road, but I could see for miles. And there was nothing.
There was nothing there. So Google Maps tricked us into believing there was a potential gas station coming up, but there wasn't. So when we were down to one bar, we started I started to slightly freak out. I don't know how you... Like,
what the fuck are we going to do? Max, this is all your fault.
No, I didn't say that.
No, you didn't.
I did not say that. I thought it a couple of times. No, why would it be his fault? But I could not believe there are no exits.
It was so strange.
You cannot turn around. Like, it's not even, you could be, and also we've been so far gone on this road that even if we turned around, it would have been the equal amount of like driving back. And we also couldn't manage that. So eventually we're like, I guess we have to push it 100 kilometers.
Which we probably would have done.
In just 30-degree heat to get somewhere. There's something, like there was like, it looked like this entire road was a construction site.
Yeah.
Like there was just
Maybe they were building that second road that was on the map.
Already on the map. They're like, it's on here, so we better get cracking.
Start building it again.
And instead of having a traffic light system or anything, I guess because it's really hard to get electricity there or something, they just have people waving at you.
Yeah, waving flags. We're like, they're really patriotic
like,
here.
oh my God, they love us. They think we're at a Formula 1 race or something.
Yeah.
But we could only drive really slowly because we had no gas. And eventually we got a little bit desperate. It's like, we have to talk to those construction workers and ask where the next gas station is, if there's any chance of us getting there. And obviously also an assumption that I have in my privileged, stupid first world brain is everyone speaks English everywhere. At least in countries that border on countries that speak English. Why wouldn't you? None of them spoke any English, but my hand gesturing is apparently very... just plug it in. They're like, I'm fine.
They're like, sí, señorita. You're like, you know, the liquid.
They're like, yeah. I was like, no, the car.
Yeah, there's 3 of us. We'd all...
Take turns.
Can you help us all? Yeah, we can help you. You help us. They're like...
Hey, nice. Siesta time. Anyways,
God knows what you promised them. We were like sent you off speaking Spanish to them. We're like, I don't know what she's practicing.
I did manage to
lure them
into helping us, and because I managed to ask them, even in Spanish, I was very proud how far away a fucking gas station is. They're like 100 kilometers. I was like dying, and I was like, no. There's like, there's no way, like 100 at least. I was like, do you have some petrol here? They're like, yeah. I felt like we're in a computer game that just provides at the right time in the game. Just like, we have this little thing here. And then they all started taking care of it. They got the petrol out. Then they had a water bottle that they had to cut off. So they could use it to fill the petrol.
And they were like, do you have
scissors?
Do you have any? I do actually.
And I did have the nail clipper scissors, so they tried to cut this off, and then they used their clothes to really clean it out and dry it, because apparently it's not good to get water into your tank. Yeah. I was like, I couldn't even have done this by myself because I had no idea they had to use the screwdriver to open the tank.
To open the flap, I couldn't
like,
believe.
I'm so glad you know all this. Like, I looked at them and I was like, how is this happening right now? Oi, cunts!
We're recording a podcast! And I was trapped in the back seat because it was child lock, so I couldn't get out. So I thought, I'll just film from inside here. Thanks, guys. It's going well. We've driven, I think, 50 kilometers down the street, and then we've realized our rental car doesn't have any fuel, so we've hired some local help. See Max and Franzi outside, like, un poco.
Adios, gracias, muchas gracias. I think I said muchas gracias probably 400,000
I saw you doing
times.
the Norwegian bow like 17 times.
Norwegian,
like,
thank you.
They were thinking, like, they must be really religious. Like, thank God we helped them. Like,
Yeah. And so they filled
were so kind.
The petrol in for, I think they got a good price, like 25.
We got like 25 US dollars.
So that's more expensive than they would have paid for. But still, like, they helped us so much.
So
and
nice.
I wanted to give them more, but we didn't have any money because we're not prepared. Lucky you even had any kind of...
I know.
That you had US
Just
dollars.
some dollars.
It was also just because you got that... Because 2 years ago you were supposed to go to Canada.
Exactly. It was just pure luck. Yeah.
We're so... underprepared.
But shout out to those guys because they were epic.
Thank you. I guess they won't be watching because they don't speak English, but
you never know.
Amazing. Yeah. I'm in love with all 4. It was 4.
I think it was 4 or 5 of them, maybe.
I mean, funny how they all just abandoned their work.
Yeah, one guy was like using one of those flags we were talking about to direct traffic, just threw that to the side and came trotting along.
Like, I don't care about the traffic.
He was like, what's going on here? I want to be part of this.
So nice. It was kind of a petrol party all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was.
So nice.
And the way they started cleaning the outside.
They spilled a little bit of it, and then they were like, oh no, we can't leave it like this. So they started cleaning the car. All 4 of them really invested into not just... like just wiping it off. No, they wanted it to be spotless.
Getting the full service. Oh, God bless them. They wasted water on it.
It was like, yeah, you guys should keep that because it's fucking hot. You're probably going to melt anytime. Incredible.
It was the most beautiful.
I got so scared when we drove off that maybe that was the petrol, so they could drive those 100 kilometers to the next.
Yeah, or
gas
they just
station.
poured something random in there. They're like, "Oh, sunflower oil should do it. Like that'll probably get
the
them
car's like,
somewhere." They're instantly prepared to blow up. We're like, "It's nice knowing you guys."
Yeah, but how proficient they were, like how quickly they knew what to do. I was like, oh, I trust
they've done
you,
that
you know.
before, definitely.
You know what you're doing. God, thank you so much.
Yeah,
it felt like the universe was just at the right moment providing those guys to us. It was like, if we would have not dared to ask them, because I get so mortally scared of asking.
I was going to say, it's strange of us to even consider asking someone for help like that.
You know how desperate we were when we asked people
times.
for help. But then afterwards, there were no construction workers anywhere to be seen till we got to an exit.
Yeah, I think we went 50 Ks or something further without seeing anyone.
Not even a wavy flag guy. So we're like, okay, finally, we managed this part. So from now on, it's smooth sailing. Cut to 2 hours later. None of us prepared to actually figure out where our Airbnb is going to be. We had a rough estimation of it's somewhere.
Like the pin is actually in the sea.
Beach.
We're like, yes. Could be, but I don't think this is right.
We had a number of the guy who is renting it to us, but none of us has any credit on their phone. We could not even use our European cards because we didn't even have credit for that. Nevertheless, even a Mexican SIM card or anything that you could probably easily buy at the airport. Yeah, I even read up on this. I was like, I told you guys, I was like, this is one thing we can do straight away when we get, just completely abandoned it. I was like, we take care of it later.
Yeah, later.
So from that point on, it was already dark. I was like convinced, okay, we'll sleep in the car tonight and then figure out where we go tomorrow morning. It was like, let's try one desperate attempt to go into this. It looked like a gas station,
mini-mart,
but it wasn't. Yeah. And asked this lady if we can use her phone to call Juan. Also Juan. Everyone's called Juan. That's racist.
Juanita.
No, I meant the guy.
Oh, the guy.
Is he called Juan?
Yeah, Juan. Yeah, sorry, I thought you meant the lady at the gas station.
Yeah, I don't know her name because she didn't speak a single word of English either.
No.
That when it started to dawn on us, we're what
fucked.
did we think? Like who we are? Oh, we just go to a foreign country and they will all speak our language. Cunts. Absolute cunts.
Yeah.
So we were trying to gesture her phone. She was really worried. I think she was pressing the panic button.
Yeah, she's like,
And then a guy just walks in again, just like in a game. There's like, there's a new hero. He's like, hey, ladies, do you need help? You look like you need help. And so he explained the situation.
We must have looked really desperate because that's the first thing he said to us. Like, do you need help?
Yeah.
Please.
Maybe he was asking her. It's like,
and we just butted in like, yes, we do. Please
help us. And turns out that was Patricio. Shout out to him because he's fabulous. I hope he's not watching this because what's about to come is a bit weird. So if you're watching, we love you. Everything else we're going to say in this podcast, it's just a joke.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of.
So we went out with him and his wife and kid were sitting in the car, like staring at us with those beautiful big eyes, just so friendly. And he instantly said, like, give me the number. And so he called one and talked really
that
fast.
in itself like took us back. We're like, making a phone call on behalf of someone else. Holy shit.
He's a superhero.
Yeah. Oh my God, take notes.
Like, how does he do it?
We're even calling Max out the car.
Like, look at him, he's making a phone.
Yeah. Check this guy out.
How? Those Mexicans have special powers.
Yeah, I know.
Who does this? Fearlessly picking up the phone.
Yeah, all three of us transfixed to this Patricio, like,
and his Spanish sounded so beautiful. And he was so fast. I was like, whoa.
So incredibly beautiful.
Yeah, so he managed an arranged meeting up with Juan or someone to meet us at the Airbnb. And not just that, he was like, I'll drive you there. Like, you just follow me. I'll indicate where you have to go so you actually find the place. What?
I don't think we could believe.
We're like, we're just going to...
Just thinking the worst of every person here. Like, that person's going to kidnap me. That person's going to kidnap me.
Christmas first night. Everyone's
out to get Meg.
Cut to the next day. Everyone is incredibly helpful and joyfully helpful. Like, it's not like, oh, fuck. No, he digged it, and also those people at the construction workers, they were so happy to be able to help.
Yeah, we're like, but they want something from us. They want something else.
No, I didn't.
But no, everyone's genuinely lovely.
Yeah. So yeah, he brought us here, and it was just incredibly beautiful. And then we exchanged numbers as well. And then it started like messages from him flooding in with recommendations, explanations how we can order ceviche from a local place and explaining how we should order it. So it's the healthiest version and the most delicious version and how we get the cheapest prices and getting menus for us and recommending. Unbelievable. I was like, what is happening?
Like bowled over with how nice he is.
Yeah, thank you so much. And cut to him asking us if we can meet him or if we want to meet up for lunch.
Yeah, I think that was a couple of days later.
How kind is that? So we're like, yeah, fuck yeah. That sounds nice. Seafood.
It was a seafood restaurant. Yeah, we were
so
absolutely buzzing.
No. Went there, had a fabulous time. I think we spent 4 hours with them.
Yeah.
Like his wife and his kid were there. So adorable.
It was really beautiful.
So kind.
But we were freezing our tits off.
True, I forgot. Go to Mexico and freeze. Like, how is this possible?
I mean, we were sat on the beach. It was so incredibly windy and in the shade. And I think the two of us were wearing like the loosest tops.
Yeah, they came prepared in proper jumpers and hoodies. And the kid was freezing, so they put her and wrapped her in like 3 layers of kushlik sock and
kushlik jumper. I was like, please, if you have another kushlik jumper.
Like, can I just crawl in with you? I don't know. It might be weird, but I'm so cold.
At one point, my teeth started chattering. It's like, even being in and out of the fjord in Norway,
for
no
the
chattering.
Hottest food ever, just to start sweating, and then it was just this tiny portion. I was like, no, this is not.
Is that why you were like, excuse me, senor, do you have 16 jalapenos or cayenne peppers or something?
Habanero. Just rub it and just make my skin burn. Some kind of other sensation than freezing.
But it was so beautiful, and we had the best conversation.
Yeah.
It was just the whole thing was beautiful.
Yeah, he's so funny as well, and just a really good entertainer. It was so nice.
And we couldn't believe he wanted to spend 4 hours with us.
Like,
this was
I think we make a good audience as well. Like, you think we're just constantly talking because we talk over each other, but we were like transfixed. Like, just tell us more. And it was so fun. And then I thought it got a little bit weird because he's like, so where do we take the party now? Let's go home to our place. And just this tiny notion of like, he just spent 4 hours with us, and now he wants.
You want to spend more time with us? Are you
sure? In Mexico, is this actually a wife? Is this actually a kid? Is this the weirdest con story ever?
Things started to rapidly spiral from there in our brains. I think
it was this one thing where it's like, yeah, just send us your address and we can drive there. He's like. And he just started.
There was a bit of hesitation,
and he's like, "Nah, we can just drive together." It's like, oh, nice. It's like, but we need to go home and put on clothes because we're fucking freezing. And then we went home. Oh, yeah, he did this one thing. And he's like, oh, so you're a photographer. So you have really expensive gear with you, I guess.
Yes. Do you know
really
what?
Expensive.
All the gear. Everything you could possibly imagine. The most expensive, top of the line. It's all at our apartment.
Yeah.
Like where no one else is.
Everything.
We have it all, yeah. And he's like, so you guys are all here. Is there someone else traveling with you? No, we're all here.
We feel so safe here. We leave all our stuff in the apartment.
Do you know what? The door's even unlocked. It feels so safe here. It's amazing, Patricio. He's like... Three of us just twiddling our thumbs like, oh, God, how beautiful the people are here.
And then we walked into our apartment to change into warmer clothes, and I was like,
I think something dawned.
I was like, did you catch up on this weird hesitation? Why did he not give us his address? It feels awkward. It felt a bit weird.
Yeah.
And we were trying to justify it. It was like, oh, he probably didn't know his address. That's I
hate that that's not even a joke. But he did just move in like 2 years ago, so maybe he's not so good with the details.
I was like, maybe he does not have a phone. Wait, no, that's not true. Maybe he doesn't want to connect with me. Oh no, he has been sending messages all the time, trying to be the most helpful person in the world. And then I don't know, it just put us in a spiral.
It rapidly went downhill.
But instead of being like, hey, against all the warnings that you read on every blog, like, don't be the gullible cunts who go to someone's home with
all the movies flashing in front of your eyes.
We just like walk to the car because he messaged us like, I'm outside, just follow me. We're like, okay, crystal packed. And
almost a massive concrete fish. I was like, this fucker is gonna get seriously finned if he tries anything.
And we agreed on, instead of just not going because we felt a bit unsafe, or just, I mean, I kind of felt ridiculous at the same time, but I started to be like, when you talk yourself into this, I was like, oh, maybe this is weird. Like, I don't know. And then
who goes somewhere when you
going on down there? What are we missing out on? It's time for tequila. Like, yeah, instead of just being like, maybe we'll just stick to lunches for now. Maybe we meet another day. Maybe it doesn't have to be 8 hours spent today in the first day we ever meet. We're just like, yeah, but it would be impolite not to go. Like, he might want to kill us or send someone to the apartment, steal all of our stuff, but it would be really rude. Impolite and rude to just not go. So we just walk to the car and drive behind them and look at each other. I was like, what are we doing? We're really scared. Why are we doing this?
It felt a bit weird because they were so happy to see us as well, even though we'd just seen them half an hour ago. They were all hanging out the car, waving like this, and we were like, that something has to be wrong. Yeah. The kid looks too happy.
Yeah,
that is not.
I think the kid is actually waving. SOS,
help me!
You talk to me. I don't know. It's a mixture of Spanish and Norwegian. Everything is wrong.
The kid's from Norway.
I think it is actually a problem that we've lived in Norway for so long that people are friendly to us, and we're like, oh my God, they want to rape us.
Yeah, what do they want?
What do they want?
Because there's so many rapists in Norway.
No, but because no one is so friendly in Norway, so I think like when people invite you to their home, it's I was like,
what do they want?
They don't want to make friends, do they? So we drive in the car, mortally afraid of what's going to happen, even agreeing on a catchphrase. Like, what is it? Like
something about your mum. It's a safe word.
We're like, if any one of us mentions their mom messaged them or just calling, we instantly leave. We're like, if we already agree on this, why are we going? What is wrong with that?
Just willingly bombing behind them in the car.
Would be not like it would be very impolite, and we're not impolite people. So we just follow them to their flat, and we sit down, and he mentions, "I'm going to make you the most amazing drink for Crystal." He's like, this massive glass coming out,
oh my God.
And he's pouring something in, and then he looks at us, and he's like, "Yeah, have a couple more of these, and then I show you the full tour of the house, like the special rooms in the back. I'll show you the back rooms." And we all
collectively start sweating.
Max is like, "My mom is calling." I'm like, "My mom, there's sex." Krista's just like, "I guess I'm having the drink. It would be impolite not to have." And we look over, and he uses one of those pipettes and drips something into Krista's
whilst locking eyes with me as well, like drip. Drip, drip. I was like,
okay, it's happening now.
These two are looking at me like, "You take one for the team. Go on, do it. Go on."
I didn't even dare to drink the water. I was like, "Nah, I'm just pretending." You're like, "I want the alcohol anyways."
Yeah, I take it. Extra buzz. May as well enjoy it, if it's going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
It was so intense and weird and
it's so much fun, and he was so kind, and he was actually just offering us awesome drinks and cool stories and a lot of fun. We had the best night with them, and they're actually insane.
The most beautiful, lovely people,
and awesome. And
I think we held
in Mexico now
instantly. Yeah, didn't see that coming. And they didn't kill us, which was a huge win. Yeah. Thank you also for not killing us.
Really kind.
This was epic.
I appreciate it. Had a fabulous night. Didn't get raped. Didn't get killed. What more can you ask for? Really?
I think that is the definition of a perfect night. Like, that's just everything right there. I'm really grateful.
God, it was so much fun, and they're so kind, and I felt like them. Obviously,
I think we all felt ashamed when we left, like dragging our stuff along the sand.
Crystal pocketing the knife and the fish.
Oh my God, it was so hilarious.
So much fun and so beautiful, and hilarious to look back at us in the car and immortally afraid. God, I don't know if you can see this on the camera. It just looks so beautiful right now with the light on the palm trees.
Yeah, it's incredibly beautiful.
It's really distracting.
It is. Just podcast this way from now on. Wow, everything looks so beautiful.
Crowd. Look down there, all the people watching us.
All our fans are down here. You probably can't see them.
Probably can't see them, but it's at
all
least
our Mexican fans.
I'd say 100,412. It's when I last counted. Maybe some people left, some people came.
No, there's some more that have come, I think, including Patricio. Hey!
And the rest of the family.
The rest of the cartel.
Oh, no, Monica. And maybe we shouldn't say names.
Oh, probably
beep,
not.
Beep.
Beep, beep, beep. And baby beep.
Baby beep.
Baby beep.
She was also
cute.
adorable. And she had those, what is it called? Like just cruising around.
Oh,
like
she was not a glider, but something like that. What is it?
Wheel? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but it looks so much fun.
It looked like she was riding on a Roomba.
It did actually, yeah.
They should combine this, and you have something you can like make your kid have fun with, like riding around and sucking up all the dust from the floor.
Was it you that recommended me this series called something like Love and Robots? Because
oh my God,
when I saw their Roomba,
like, okay, it's not them that endanger us. It's the Roomba.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring it up at the time, but when I saw their Roomba, that's what my mind instantly went to, was this massive Roomba thing, just then suddenly killing all of us. I was like,
highly recommend the series. Probably everyone has watched it, but love robots, sex robots, and love.
something like
about
sex love robots. I don't know. Google Netflix, any of those names, and something will come up.
Those short.
But I only just recently watched them, and they're so good. Some of them are creepy, but they're so short. And it doesn't take much time to watch them, unlike this long-ass episode.
I guess it's nice. We wrap it up.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you so much, Patricio. We are so grateful for you not killing us, raping us, torturing us, making us join a cartel.
Potentially would have been interested in that
this is still an option for us because we really want to be high-ranking bitches in some sort of organization, but maybe I don't know. Maybe we're giving that some thought in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned to see what we decide.
What's about to happen?
Yeah, anything could happen.
Yeah, but thank you. This was such a lovely night, and we're so grateful to have made new friends. And we're going to meet for lunch on Sunday, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned for what happens.
If we don't come back, maybe they plan it for the second meeting.
Into this guy.
No.
Oh, until tomorrow's episode.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Now we can just sit and enjoy the view.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Besos. Not Jeff. Bye.
Although, Jeff, if you're watching, then send us money.
Or sponsor us a trip to the moon.
Yes, please. Over and out.
La Luna.
Anyway.
I'm mortally ashamed right now. What just happened? Can I smell? Sniffing each other's.
It tickles.
Preparation for the
boner from here.